Any questions? One of y'all want to come up?
I'll go say it.
Let the master speak.
I was going to ask Joe to talk about Conduit for Action,
Okay.
and I'll talk about Commerce and Action candidate fees.
Okay.
Because we have to keep them separate, because they are separate, and Joe's not really here as a officer for Conduit for Action. He's just here because David's not, so he'll tell you what David's doing.
Go ahead.
No, you're going to tell him about Conduit for Action.
Okay.
And I always get their organizations messed up, so this is just.
Oh, you sound like some of those other
You
ones.
must be at least, you need at least 2 feet away from me at any time.
Oh,
Exactly.
Well, first thing I want to say is AFP is back. Conduit for Action is, we try to educate the voter, do a lot of the things complementary, maybe in a little bit more depth than AFP does with David Ferguson. Most of you know that David worked in this building for 30 years. He was a frustrated conservative, I believe, and he finally got a way to speak out, and he writes in depth, everything is sourced. We believe that when the public is educated on the issues that are well sourced, that they'll all want to be in this room. Or enough of them will to change the state to the way our way of thinking. So if you're not subscribed to Conduit for Action, you should be. You won't get any emails on a regular basis other than new publications. And like I said, ask us about any of those issues you want. But we have found that if the public understands the issues, we've got people from Little Rock going all over the state talking about, well, if we don't keep expanding government, we'll have to raise taxes. I mean, what is that? I mean, has anybody heard that? No. If we roll back Medicaid expansion, we're going to have to raise taxes. Well, isn't that the same thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you don't keep expanding government,
All about the diapers.
you have to raise taxes. That's the weirdest thing I ever heard in my life. And if you want to know about the numbers, we generally bet all those numbers that the Charlie Collinses and the other people of the world are putting out there. We'll bet every one of them. And you want to argue about numbers all day, or do you want to argue about the principles? One thing that we've learned may not be popular in this room, may be popular, doesn't matter to me. When we have a choice between principle and relationships, we're going to pick the principles every time.
Amen.